Hey, it's us again. So Max has started the downstay, so he's a little bit ahead of where Fiona was. Although she knows the lay down, so you guys are ahead of the curve with her. But I wanted to show you, now this is something, I did it out in the yard just because that's where we were, but this is something that you can practice in the home. And you can even have the older kids do it too, because it's not hard. And you can do this when you're sitting around watching TV. You could be sitting in a chair, as I'll show you in a second. I'll pull a chair out. But here's the idea. First off, we do not say sit as a prerequisite. We do not want the dog to see sit and down as a continuum of the same command. So every time we say down or lay down, in his case it's just down. The word lay doesn't play in. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to use. But when you say it and you give a hand signal, you want him, when he's first learning, preferably to be standing up. Or her, you want Fiona to be standing up. If she sits on her own, that's fine, do it anyway. But do not tell her to sit, okay? Because we want down to be its own command. And then, of course, as I mentioned to you, break is equally important. So here's what we do. And you do this even in the beginning, even if she lays down easily. So we let the leash drop to the ground, and I am going to simultaneously put my foot on it close enough to him that it puts pressure on the back of his neck. And I'm going to do that at the same time that I say the command and give him a hand signal. Max, down. So there's just a little bit of pressure on the back of his neck. And I wait. Max, down. And a little more pressure. Yes, good boy. Now at this point, I would go boom, 1 treat, 2 treat, 3 treat. You do a quick series of treats because that encourages her to stay where she is, right? So at first, we do this and then we take our foot off and we very quickly tug and say, break, good boy. He gets the lovin', but she can have treats or whatever. But this, good boy. Notice I make a bigger deal out of break than I do out of down. Because I really, really, really need him to understand that staying until the break is the big deal. Let's do that again. You ready, big boy? Hey, Max. Oop. Down. Yes, good boy, good boy. Waiting is everything. Give her a minute. And of course, he moves slowly. What you do is you keep repeating this process and gradually follow your gut, good boy. Follow your gut and start trying to extend the amount of time that she stays down before you release her. So you might start, she's down for a few seconds, then you might make it to a minute. A minute's a pretty long time actually, but build it up, 10 seconds, then work for 20 seconds and 30 seconds. You don't have to be really scientific about it. Trust what you feel. Now, if she gets up early, before you gave her the break, you walk over, which he's not going to do, but you just walk over, you do not correct her, and you do not say the word again. All you do, if she breaks early, step on the lead, give her a signal. You'll notice I reach down sometimes and snap. That's all fine, but I do not speak. I just walk over and I use the leash. Sometimes I make the leash a little bit tighter on the back of the neck, and you just put her back down. When she goes back down, you can say yes or good or whatever. Do not give her any more treats. So when she breaks early, no words, no treats. Just physically show her what you want. No punishment. Once you have her where you feel like she's really settling into the down, then you start doing what we call proofing. Proofing is basically, how strong are we? We start doing things that might compel her to pop up. And we don't push it. Like that was a really big one. Normally I would release him and celebrate, but he's done this before. So we start doing things, what would make this dog jump up? And every time the dog demonstrates the control of impulse, the impulse control, we know that we are making progress. Walking behind a dog, stepping over a dog, throwing treats in front of a dog. You build the excitement. You start low excitement. Walking behind a dog, low excitement. Stepping over a dog, a little higher. Dropping the leash, walking away, a little higher. Now here's one that people don't think about too much. Picking the leash back up usually causes a dog to spring up. Max has done this before. So the idea with proofing is that you build it in little steps, a little longer. The next day, maybe a little longer. The next day, and you're going to go 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So is Fiona. A lot of this is about you having confidence and trust in her. But you can see also why you want to do it inside the home where there's a little less excitement. Break. Good boy. Good boy. Now, let's do a living room version. Yeah. Puppies. All right, so I'm sitting here. You're not. I'm sitting here. I've got Fiona on the leash. You're Fiona. Yeah, in the role of Fiona is the giant puppy. So once he releases this leash, can you come over here where we can see? Thank you. Here we go. Same process. Let me see if I can get him. Same process. So I'm just sliding the leash under my foot. Right now it's loose. And then I'm going to say, Max, down. Wise guy. Yes. So on that, I just tugged a little more on the leash using my foot. So now I'm sitting in the chair in the living room. My foot is on the leash. So if he pops up, he self-corrects. So I can relax. I can be on my phone. I can sit on the front porch, whatever. As long as I have my foot on that lead, it doesn't take much at all. So let's say you're out in the front, sitting out in front of the house or out in the driveway. You're in a chair like I am now. And a dog goes by. Even if she starts getting excited, if you've got your foot solidly planted on the leash, she can't stand up the whole way and she will self-correct. And if she pops up, you don't say anything. Just like I said before, you just put her back down. So learning how to use the leash and your foot is helpful in a million different ways. A million different ways. But you see it. Hey, buddy. Break. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Practice that mostly in home right now. And hit me up with any questions. See you later.